Hello and good afternoon, my name is Neil and welcome to the video then for this Volvo V40 SE model 1.8 by fuel. This is the LPG model, factory fitted LPG car. Just the two owners, a demonstrator at a garage and a private keeper. 2002 on the O2 registration. Finished in a standard solid red and still looked rather well for itself, I think. Showing a few minor marks, but nothing really of any major comment. So it's got the alloy wheels, the electric tilt and slide sunroof, air conditioning, power steering, couple of airbags, 3 inertia reel safety belts in the back, tinted glass, the usual daylight running lights from Volvo. It has a set of locking wheel nuts with the key and has good tyres all round. I'll run around the tyres for you briefly. On the front here we've got Continental. It's about a third worn, if that. This one here, that's another Continental, practically brand new. Got the rear wiper, high level brake light, brand new number plates fitted to it. Just the other ones have got a little bit discoloured, so nice fresh plates. That's a Michelin. He's about a bit more than half worn, that one. And this Continental here looks relatively new, so virtually 2 new tyres, one slightly more worn and Michelin, which is about half worn also. Car drives very well, has a spare key, as well as 2 remote fobs, remote locking, alarm, immobiliser, usual sort of thing. Now, LPG bi-fuel cars carry a tank in the boot space. Now, the Volvo is just really quite a different kettle of fish to most that are specifically designed for the LPG. The tank itself is a 40 litre tank in the boot here. Gives this car a range of about 200 odd miles, maybe 250 if you're on a run. Okay, and that's LPG gas, or auto gas it's known as. There's the toolkit with the locking wheel nut. Baggage shelf is present and correct. There's a light in the back there as well. But beware that the tank does encroach into the boot space, so there's not the biggest of boot spaces, but it is obviously an estate car. Okay, but decent amount of practicality to it. The bumper's got a few light grazes on the bottom of the bumper there, just on the bottom there. I think that corner's got a few minor ones, but nothing really to worry about. On the lower edge of the bumper, the actual trim itself's all good. The alloys have got a little bit of light curbing to them as well. So if you're after, utter perfection, this car's probably a bit old for that sort of thing, really, on an O2 plate now. What is it, 6 years old? The glass is all good. The wipers will work fine. The air conditioning blows cold. Car has a good service history, which we will come to at the end of the video. The leading edge of the bonnet is showing very little stone chipping. There is a light graze again to this corner down there, but again, a little bit of touch-up paint would happily suffice. So let's jump in the inside of the car. We'll see it's got all the documentation, the nice chrome strips inside, pockets in the front seats. The seats are in very good order, showing very little signs of wear. Airbag, and we've got in here all the documentation to show you. The original wallet with the instructions for the sunroof, bi-fuel owner's manual. We've also got the original Volvo bi-fuel little booklet, which is quite interesting. Don't see many of them about. The radio code is present and correct as well. We've got bills and receipts, which I'll go through in a little bit more detail when we come to the actual history. Various letters from the DVLA. I don't think there's anything actually really of any importance there. And a few old MOTs. By the looks of it, again, we'll have a look at those in the service history section. The owner's manual is present and correct as well. Okay, so CD player, 5-speed manual gearbox. Rear seats are in very good order as well, as has the 3 headrests and the 3 inertia wheel belts now. If you've got a family, that 3rd belt is quite handy if you want to give the person who's sat in the middle some safety. Remote locking on all the doors, by the way. The door cards are in very good order, showing hardly any marks, and this car's been well looked after, with lumbar support on the front seats as well. Okay, moving into the front here, side impact protection system. Don't think we've got any airbags on the side. Doesn't look like it, no, it's just the 2 up front airbags. ABS brakes. Pedal rubbers in really good order, and so's the floor mat. This is a nice condition car. The interior is unmolested, smells nice. Let's just start her up a second. This is what happens when you leave the lights on. Left the ignition on. Hold on a moment. There we go. Right, so I've been left for about 10 minutes whilst I did the photographs and leaving the lights on, obviously with the daylight runners on Volvos. Okay, right then, it does start perfectly, by the way. I mean, you just fire up normally, it's all okay. It's just the fact the battery got a little bit slow there where I'd left the lights on. Centre console then, all nice condition with little pockets and bits that you require. Clutch is fine. I wouldn't say it's excessively light or heavy, but it's just about in the middle where you'd expect a Volvo to be. The radio works fine. It's got
Joe Beadle and all.
a CD player as well, and the aircon and fan all works fine. You can hear the compressor click in, and it all blows cold. Steering wheel's a leather type of steering wheel. It's not showing any wear and tear on it. And the car has external temperature gauge and twin fuel gauges, one for petrol, one for LPG. So you will get a full tank of LPG with the car and just over half a tank of petrol. There's your LPG switch. Just press that in, and the car switches then over to LPG. You get a little LPG symbol come up on the dashboard there. The service light is on. Last service was, I think, a 61,000. Engine sounds spot on. Just the job. 72,600 odd miles showing. A few little minor marks at this driver's door. Sorry, this passenger front door. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 little minor marks. Right, so we'll leave you with that shot. Thanks very much for watching. Hope it's been of some use to you, and we'll hopefully see you soon for a bit of business. Bye bye. Okay, welcome to the history section then for this Volvo V40. First of all, we've got the V5 here, showing just two owners, Cambridge Garage of Portsmouth and a lady keeper who bought the car in 2003. We can see it's V40 SE bi-fuel, alternative fuel car, 168 grams per kilometre. I'll put on the webpage there how much the tax is for it. I think it'll be about 145 on that one. We've got a service book, and all the original owner's manuals are in the car, as you would have seen earlier. The service book has plenty of stamps in there. Just quickly run through. We've got main dealer Volvo, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes on to a sort of aftermarket company. First service at 12, then at, first service at PDI at 1 mile, according to that. Then the second service at 5,400, which they've managed to stamp in the book twice, actually. The next one at that, 14,000, 26,000, 38,000, 50,000 and 61,000. Last service was done on the 13th of the 9th, 07. Now there are loads of bills and receipts here, including brake pads, bulbs, 200 and I think the last bill, let's just find the last one, so that you know where you stand. There we go, that one was done at 61,000, £220, semi-synthetic oil, gasket, brake cleaner, screen wash, environmental change for the oil. Tell you what, we'll run through the next one after that. 181 was the one prior to that, done at 50,000. There was a brake pad one I saw, actually, brake pads done. Where was it? Yeah, front brake pads. Oh, that was a biggish bill, £467. That's tyres, done on the 17th of May 2007. And there are Volvo bills and receipts as well. As you can see, plenty of documents there, the original Volvo bills and routine service checklists, etc. We've got some old MOTs as well, 67,000 miles, 54,000 miles and 40,000. So the mileage is warranted, and there was the original purchase receipt for £7,300 at Volvo. That should be the one in, well, Cambridge Garage, which was the main dealer. So they ran that as a demonstrator for a bit, and the lady bought it with 5,456 miles on. Okay, so there we go, decent service history, spare keys, as I said, are present, and the V5's there. We can tax the car for you, so it's all ready to go when you come down. Okay, thank you. Indeed. There we go, lights on the doors, as I said.